Ladies and gentlemen, I support a yo-yo club.
Who?
Fulham FC, the team I love to death. We have been consistently going up and down from the Premier League and the Championship, but today that comes to an end. Get ready, strap in, we have a Fulham FC realistic rebuild. So this is the starting 11 we start life in the Premier League off with. There is a lot to get done if we are to survive in the Premier League this season. Luckily, Fulham have been rumoured with a whole bunch of players. Whether it happens or not is a different question, but I'm going to do my best to make as many of these signings happen in a realistic fashion. Also, I've thrown ourselves Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth in the Premier League. The rumours have been swirling around the football universe for what feels like over a month now, but Manor Solomon is the first signing that we make here at Fulham FC. Josh Onoma is out of the club, though, our first player departure. This here is a signing that I got so excited about when I heard that it might be happening. We've overpaid definitely considering what Fulham want to play in real life, and his value's gone down, but we have signed João Palhinha from Sporting. I am stoked about that, and I pray to the footballing gods, pray to Fabrizio Romanari, or Romano, how we pronounce it, that this goes through. Tony Khan, I'm on my knees. Also, Fulham have been rumoured to sign Andreas Pereira, but unfortunately he is not in career mode this year because he's playing in the Brazilian league and I haven't been able to find him. Does that mean I can go and sign another player that's called Pereira? Because that could be overpowered. Cavallero is the latest player out of the club. As much as I love Tim Ream, Captain America, he's an absolute machine. Great championship season, but I can't do another Premier League campaign with him in the back line. Another player that I have a lot of love for out of the club, it is Niskens Cabano. I feel like I've said this about every player we've signed, but if we could sign Kevin Mbabu, I would also be very happy about that. We've done it in this career mode. Kevin Mbabu, welcome to the greatest club on planet Earth, Fulham Football Club. Harry Wilson played attacking midfield a lot of last season as well, and that's where I want him to be in this career mode, so we're going to convert him to an attacking midfielder, the Welsh wizard, Harry Wilson. At the time of recording, this transfer is about to be confirmed in a matter of hours to days, but we have made it official in this Fulham rebuild. Luca Pellegrini, another guy that I was very happy to be rumoured with, joining us from Juventus. So after our opening window, this is how the starting 11 is looking. It is a strong team. If Fulham rocked up on the opening day of the season with this starting 11, I would be feeling very confident about our chances in the Premier League. But real life and FIFA are two different ball games. Let's go see how we're doing on January 1st. This is a brilliant start to the season, lads. Currently sitting 10th in the Premier League on January the 1st. We're on 28 points. Leeds are 12 points behind us in 16 points. So we're not safe yet, but this is a very good start. We've reportedly paid £15 million in real life to sign Gustavo Harmer from Coventry City, but I am going to get a bit of a bargain if we're comparing it to real life. £9.1 million to the Dutch midfielder. A few weeks ago, this man was rumoured with moves to Newcastle United and PSG, but in the recent days, he's been rumoured with moves to Fulham and staying at Stade Reims. So we're going to go ahead and live up to those rumours. Hugo Ekitike is joining us as a backup striker, and we're going to loan out Rodrigo for the next 2 seasons. Huge fan of this guy. I want to get him into a good player in this video. We could have finished in 17th for all I care. All I wanted was to make sure this season Fulham didn't get relegated. Does this no longer make us a yo-yo club? We finish in 12th. Forest, Leeds, and Bournemouth go down. And as we scroll up the table, it is going to be a Premier League title for Man City, but that title race is insanely close. Liverpool won the FA Cup. Chelsea won the Carabao Cup. We actually lost to Chelsea in the semi-finals. Bit of a West London derby, the Fulham Road derby. It's the same final as real life, just a different outcome. Inter Milan have won the Europa League. I'm about to hit the right trigger. Do not be Tottenham. Do not be Tottenham. It's not Tottenham. Let's go. I told you, lads, Mitro can get it done in the Premier League as well. He's going to show you guys all the doubters wrong. He's going to prove all the doubters wrong in real life. Harry Wilson as well. Decent season for him and a great start to life for Manor Solomon. Bournemouth, of course, were relegated last season, so I wanted to go and collect on their scraps. I wanted to sign a new right midfielder, so who else but David Brooks? He's had an incredible comeback, surviving cancer. Massive shout out to you, brother. Huge effort. Let's sign you and let's make you a Fulham legend. Him and Harry Wilson link back up. That Welsh combo combo, baby. I have spent over a month accepting multiple transfer offers for multiple players. This is the first one that goes through. Cyrus Christie off to Fenerbahce. Sonny Hilton has decent potential. I've been hearing about him for years as a Fulham fan. We're going to send him out to LAFC on loan though. Another player gone though. This time it is Terence Congolo. I almost tried to sign this guy last year, but we didn't have the finances to get it done. We're going to sign the goalkeeper though, Ergusan Sakia, joining us here for £32 million from Trabzonspor. And since we've made an upgrade in between the sticks, there's no need to hang on to Paulo Gazzaniga, who is off to Bournemouth. Reunited with Scotty Parker. Bobby Decordova-Reid is also out of the club though, along with Jay Stanisfield, who is off to Salzburg on loan. Another window done, and I am praying that we don't get second season syndrome. Speaking of praying, I'm also praying that you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. We're getting close to 420,069, the ultimate meme subscriber count to help us get there. We're basically where we were this time last year. Cool. Not the relegation zone. Although we're on 25 points and Watford are on 20, so this is a lot tighter than it was. Arsenal! Arsenal are in the battle. Ryan Sessegnon, Ryan Sessegnon.
Oh, Christ. That was terrible.
Absolutely over the moon at this one. One of my all-time favorite Fulham players. I always watch his Tottenham games to see how he's going. Ryan Sessegnon, welcome back to Craven Cottage. Pellegrini's not growing as much as I would have hoped. Anthony Robinson's been starting a lot of the games. Ryan Sessegnon is here to be our left back of the future, just like it was originally intended. Oh my God. I was worried on the 1st of January that we'd have a little bit of a lull and maybe fall into the relegation battle, but we have gone the complete opposite direction. I think that means we're playing either Europa League or Conference League next season. Bloody hell. All right, let's go see who. Arsenal didn't get relegated, which I'm low-key sad about. It's going to be Burnley, Watford, and West Brom, so I'm excited to feed on their corpses next year. It's done. FIFA's not realistic. Confirmed. This is no longer a realistic rebuild. Tottenham won something. Tottenham won 2 trophies. Nah, I'm going out and signing Messi, Mbappe, Ronaldo, all of these guys next season.
Happy to be here.
It's Man City won a Champions League. What is going on? Monaco have won the Europa League. And Olympiacos have won the Conference League. Mitro, oh my God. It's good to see him finally being rated like he should be. Mitro, at the age of 28, has gone up 6 overall this season. How the hell has that happened? Harry Wilson absolutely killing it as well. We're punching down and stealing a player from Crystal Palace. It is Oliver Skip making the move, £27.7 million. It's a bit of English talent into the squad, and we're also we're a European team now, so there's players that are at smaller clubs that are probably too good for them that want to come up and play European football. My favorite part about realistic rebuilds are trying to justify every signing. Nathaniel Chalobah out of the club but staying in England as he's off to Leeds United. Fulham love an American. Clint Dempsey, Brian McBride, Tim Ream, Anthony Robinson right now, Carlos Bocanegra, we love them. Which is why we are carrying on tradition, bringing in Serginho Dest. He can't lock down a starting spot at Barcelona, so let's help him revive his career at the mighty Fulham FC. Dipping down to the Championship as well here as we get a backup centre-half into the club. Dale Fry making the move from Stoke. This just didn't go the way I wanted it to. Luca Pellegrini, we are cutting ties with him and sending him to Leeds. Him and Chalobah can link back up. This team is actually looking awesome at the moment, lads. This is a big season with Europa League football coming our way. Let's see what Fulham FC can do. You love to see it. We are in the title race, ladies and gentlemen. If Fulham could do this in real life in 3 seasons, then yeah, I'd be very happy. To be honest, if Fulham survive 1 season of relegation, I'll be a very happy man in my entire lifetime. Also, we went undefeated in the Europa League, so I would love to get revenge from the season we made the final. Now, that would be realistic. And I've just realized Captain Kearney, Tom Kearney, one of my all-time favorite Fulham players, is retiring at the end of the season. He's only 32 and he's retiring, so this Europa League needs to be for Captain Kearney. During our 2010 Europa League run, we had a Hungarian midfielder, the great Zoltán Gira, one of the best Fulham players of the modern era. Absolute cult icon, so it's only right we go and plug a hole in the bench by signing a Hungarian midfielder. This time, it is Andreas Schaefer. I mean, it would have made sense to go get Dominik Zablasi, but he's just way too expensive. I've been trying to sell this guy for a fee, essentially the whole career mode, but Marlon Fossey decided to be a dickhead and leave leave the club on a free transfer next year. 5th position again. We took our foot, unfortunately, slightly off the gas here in the second half of the season. Come on, big team relegated. No, it's Middlesbrough, Norwich, and Brentford. I mean, Brentford got relegated. Get that one up, yeah? Man United have won the FA Cup. Chelsea the Carabao Cup. Real Sociedad made the Champions League final. Well, we had a stinker in the Europa League. All this talk about hopefully winning it, and we got eliminated in the round of 16 to Olympiacos. I'm sorry, Tom Kearney. I have failed you. Surprise, surprise, it was Sevilla that won the Europa League. And Fiorentina have won the Conference League. Another successful year for Mitrovic, who is now up to an 87. Mitro's on fire. Your defense is terrified. And Harry Wilson going 16 and 16. Solomon 15 and 8. This is phenomenal. We are quickly becoming the scavengers of world football. Norwich got relegated. We needed a backup left midfielder in case anything happens to Man or Solomon. So why not go for Christos Zolos, the young Greek midfielder? If there's one thing Fulham loves, it is a statement signing. And we're going to make just that. We need to take the team to the next level and get us into a Champions League position. So we have signed Noni Matayuki, bringing him to the Premier League from PSV. Another one of our initial signings out of the club. I don't want to be having Mbabu and Dest fighting for the right back spot. It needs to be Serginho Dest exclusively. We have had Rodrigo Munez come back from his loan spell for the past 2 years, so I'm going to send Hugo Ekitike out on a loan spell for the next season to Lille. Kind of rotate them, getting them growing, get them up to be some good backup options. None of them are going to start though, because Mitro is on fire. This is a big season coming up though for a few of our players. I am very happy with how the starting 11 is looking right now, but there's a few players that need to really get a move on with their overalls. Players like Skip, like Adarabioyo, though I don't really think he's going to be a starting centre back for us when we win the Champions League. Even Serginho Dest needs to get a little bit of a move on, but this team as a whole is very good. I don't know if we can rest until we go on a bit of a Europa League run though. Round of 16, we won the final. I could live with a final against Atletico Madrid. Also, we have got a lot of money still left over. I didn't go too crazy in that opening window, so we could go on a bit of a spending spree in January if we're not living up to our standards. Let's go. This is a good start so far. Top 4 is a non-negotiable this season. We've had 2 years of 5th. Let's get ourselves that Champions League spot. Not a single draw or a loss. If we could get Champions League qualification through the Europa League, that'd be fine by me. Manager of the month as well. Let's go. It's all coming up, Millhouse. We're electing for a slight upgrade at the defensive midfield role. Scott McTominay coming back to the Premier League here, signing on from Hoffenheim for 43 mil. Also going to bring Nico Williams back to the club. I was tempted to sign him in season 1, but went for Mbabu instead. But now we're going to bring him in as a backup right back to Serginho Dest. Not a bad backup by any stretch of the imagination. Had to do it, lads. I had to do it at some point. Fabio Carvalho, welcome back to Fulham FC. We're getting the band back together. I mean, we've signed Sessegnon, we've signed Carvalho. This is essentially me bringing back my favorite Fulham Wonder Kids. Also, I tried to re-sign him, but it couldn't happen. Kenny Tete is out of the club on a free transfer to Fiorentina next year. Ladies and gentlemen, I must interrupt you because we have qualified for the Europa League final where we are versing Lazio. 15 years after our most recent Europa League final, let's go get it done. Unfortunately, Sessegnon has been suspended and Harry Wilson is injured, so we have got a bit of a rotated side, but we're taking on Lazio, who have a very strong team. Thomas Muller in there as well. Come on, lads, get ourselves a Europa League final. No! We've lost it in the 85th minute. No! Fortunately though, despite losing the Europa League final, we have still qualified for next year's Champions League, finishing just 3 points behind our West London rivals, Chelsea. Scrolling down the table though, the relegated sides are going to be Leeds, West Ham and West Brom. Liverpool have won the FA Cup. We get some silverware. Get in there. Fulham have won the Carabao Cup. Liverpool win the Champions League. I am very, very interested to see how we go in the Champions League next year. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about this one. And Eintracht Frankfurt have beaten Monaco to win the Conference League. Manor Solomon. What the hell? Manor Solomon has scored 36 goals in all competitions. You are kidding me. That is absolutely incredible. And Wilson, look at all 15 goals, 20 assists. Mitro got 6. This team is ridiculous. Of course, we know Tete is leaving, but we're also saying goodbye to Timmy Abraham and Terry Ablade. Mark Schwarzer is the reason why I am a Fulham fan. He's my favorite footballer of all time, my favorite athlete of all time. So it's only right that we go ahead and sign a young Australian goalkeeper to carry on his legacy. Jude Collier from Go Ahead Eagles is going to be that man. He's not really going to make much of an impact to the squad, but it's my way of saying thank you, Mark Schwarzer, for making me a Fulham fan. Although I don't know if I should be thanking you because it's not been a very successful lifetime of support. More heartbreak than good times. I mean, I wouldn't have this tattoo right now if it wasn't for Schwarzer. Fulham almost signed this guy in real life, and it would have solved a lot of headaches rather if we signed Bremer, but we're going to do the wrongs, fix the wrongs, and make them right. Bremer joining Fulham, finally. So we've got our first Champions League campaign with Fulham here, and this team is looking very good. The bench is looking good. The reserves are decent. I mean, not as good as it could be, but we're getting there, lads. We're getting there. Let's go check out who we've got in our Champions League group stage. So we've been thrown in the deep end. We've got Bayern Munich, Roma, and Club Bruges. This is going to get, I don't know what to expect from this group. This is going to give us a good indication of where we really stand this year. I did not expect Bayern Munich only got 6 points. We've had a very good group stage. We finished second though, which might hurt us with our seedings. Bayer Leverkusen, it's not the toughest opponent in the world. It's not the easiest. Who did they get? Roma. Roma got Atletico Madrid, so we definitely got the better end of the draw. Also, we are top of the Premier League table, which is the goal for the season, but I'd be very happy if we could get Fulham our first Premier League title. Noni Madueke is out for 3 months though. That is not ideal. Also, having 20 players off contract come 1st of January is probably the most I've ever had in career mode. I gotta spend some money and re-sign some players. Nah, that's disrespect. Empoli have offered £1 million for Rodrigo, who is worth 17.5. That is disrespect. Gonna make an upgrade to the backup left back role though. We've got Sessegnon, who is absolutely killing it, but we're bringing in Vinagre in case anything happens. Also, this will be Harrison Reed's last season with us. He's off on a free transfer to Wolves. All right, lads, round of 16 time. Our first Champions League knockout round action. No Madueke, who is injured still. So we've got Brooks back into the starting 11. Sessegnon's up to a 90 now. Oh my God. They've got a good side though, Leverkusen. First leg is at the Cottage, and there's going to be a 1-1 draw. Madueke is almost back to full strength, but he's not fit yet for this second leg. We need to get through this so we can have a full strength side in the quarterfinals. We're on the road though, in Germany. Come on, lads. Come on, Fulham. No! We have more shots, more possession, but we're eliminated in the round of 16 to Leverkusen. That is frustrating. Champions of England. Come on, Fulham. Up the Fulham. Let's go. First in the Premier League, qualified for the Champions League again next year. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Whilst, there could be some good scraps to feed on next year. Everton have won the FA Cup though, and we couldn't go back-to-back in the Carabao Cup. I'm still filthy that we lost in the round of 16. That is a big-time Europa League final. Oh my God. And Stade Rennais win the Conference League. Fair play. Manor Solomon, take a bow. Every year this guy is turning into more and more of a beast. So I'm looking through the squads of the relegated sides, and I have a question. How did Newcastle United get relegated with this team? Jude Bellingham, Blast. They've got so many high-rated players. Look at this. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Lucas Klosterman. How did this team get James Maddison? How did this team get relegated? St. Maximin. How did they get relegated to the championship? This could be one of the best teams to ever get relegated. And you know what? I want to feed on the scraps. I had to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, unleash the Gucci headband. Our backup left midfielder to Manor Solomon is none less than Alan St. Maximin. I wanted a new backup centre back. I wanted to find them in the championship, so we have signed Leonardo Biardi, and we have signed him from our arch nemesis in Brentford. I had to sign at least one Brentford player in this rebuild. And since we unfortunately lost Harrison Reed to a free transfer, I wanted to get a new third string defensive midfielder, which is why we've signed Ben Sheaf from Coventry. This team is actually phenomenal though, lads. I am so happy with the team we've put together so far. Our starting 11 is ridiculous, our bench is ridiculous, and we have got so much depth in every position of our reserves. This surely has to be a season where we go hard for a Champions League title. No round of 16 crap. But speaking of the Champions League, we have got a ridiculous group. AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, and Celtic. Are you taking the piss? Okay, AC Milan, I see you. AC Milan have topped the group on 14 points, but we have snuck through on 11. And shout out Celtic getting a donut. But we're gonna have to do it the hard way, it seems, ladies and gentlemen. Back in the round of 16, and we have got Juventus. Juventus. Come on, man. Looking to go back-to-back in the Premier League again, though. We have got a pretty good start to the season, but Man City are still 3 points ahead. Showtime, lads. I am nervous. We bottled it. We didn't really bottle it. We just fell out and whimpered out of the Champions League this time last year. We've got a tougher challenge here. They've got Matthias de Ligt. They've got Laporte. They've got Locatelli, Vlahovic. Oh, this is a good team. And Kunku. Come on, Fulham. We beat them in the Europa League in real life, and we draw the first leg 1-1. Here we go. Leg number 2. We know what happened in the Europa League in 2010. The insane second leg. I mean, hopefully Serginho Dest can score a goal like Clint Dempsey did, but we're going to simulate for a spot in the quarterfinals. Come on! Penalties! Yes, we won on penalties! Oh my god, that took me a while to figure out what happened. That would have been an insane game. That is a long penalty shootout, but we are through to the Champions League quarterfinals. Oh my god. We're gonna go back to Italy again, but it's the team that beat us in the group stages. AC Milan were absolutely insane, and here they are in the Champions League quarterfinals. I'm very interested to see what their side's looking like. And unfortunately, Serginho Dest is suspended for the first leg here. It's away at San Siro. They've got Maldini, they've got Salamakers. I mean, they've got a good side, but it's not insane. I would say our team is better. Hopefully, we play like we are the better team. We've got AC Milan, and we beat them 3-0. Where was this in the group stages? Oh my god. Dest is back. We are 3-0 up. We are at the Cottage. If we bottle this, this would be one of the all-time failures. I'm not even going to stress about this result. I'm just going to get right into it at the mighty Craven Cottage. It is a 2-2 draw, but it doesn't matter because we are through to the Champions League semi-finals. A yellow card there for McTominay. Hopefully, he's not suspended. He's suspended. Scott McTominay's suspended. Bloody hell. God damn, this Final Four is jam-packed. Barcelona versus PSG, and we have got Real Madrid. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first leg at the Cottage. No Scott McTominay, so we are going to put Oliver Skip into the starting 11. They have got a very good side here, Real Madrid. Milinkovic, Savic, who's been linked with Fulham a little bit. They got Antony playing center midfield, Varane, Jimenez, Courtois. Come on, the first leg at the Cottage is going to be a 2-2 draw. Sessegnon and Polinia for us, and a double there for Vinicius. It is all still to play for in the second leg, but I'm hoping Romagnoli's not suspended. Not too worried about Ikatike, though. All right, Scotty Mac is back into the side. Guess who's back? Back again. Scotty's back. Tell a friend. Come on, get to the Bernabeu, get to the Champions League final. Yes, we do! Manor Solomon is going to do it in the 81st minute, and Fulham are going to be versing either PSG or Barcelona for this chance to win a Champions League title. No! Oh my god, no! Anybody but Mitro! No! This is genuinely the worst news I've heard. I think I was more upset with this news than hearing my bloody grandmother died. Alexander Mitrovic is suspended for the Champions League final. I don't know if I can go on like this. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be versing PSG in the 2027 Champions League final. Taking a look around the grounds, Atletico Madrid might have fallen out of our group, but they have won the Europa League. There's some big teams winning some trophies this year. We have fallen short of back-to-back Premier League titles by 1 point. That is a phenomenal season, but Man City just were that little bit better. Scrolling down the table, though, the relegated sides are going to be Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, and Sheffield United. We did win the Community Shield at the start of the season over Everton. We lost the FA Cup final to Newcastle. Come on, man. Arsenal have won the Carabao Cup. I am genuinely devastated that we are going to be without Alexander Alexander Mitrovic, 94 rated. What? Ryan Sessegnon as a left back got 26 goals. Oh my God, that is ridiculous. But I'm so upset that we are without Mitrovic this season's Champions League final. I was looking so forward to using him. He's been insane for us in this career mode. He's my favorite player in current world football. But we're going to have to do it without you, Mitro. It's time for the Champions League final. We are Fulham. Super Fulham. Super Fulham FC. Gotta defend here, fellas. Mbappe is dangerous. Do not let Mbappe get a shot off. That is a warning strike. Manor Solomon in the box. Going back. Passing it around. Going. Matty UK. Oh, what a save from the keeper. Playing it in behind there to Mbappe, who squares it. Oh my God, that one has gone into stratosphere. Good catch though. Manor Solomon, they've got a lot of players back here. We've done well to hold it up and create the space. Go out wide there. It's a great ball there to Noni Matty UK. Going back there, putting it on a platter for Serginho Dest. Puts it back post. And it's Saint Maximin who is going to score and give us the lead there. What a finish. Brilliant passing play. We've got to give a lot of credit to Manor Solomon for even getting us in that position and making the space. Kurtzu with a long shot. What a save. Turk on Turk, and our one comes out stronger. And the advantage and threading the needle. The sweaty goal opportunities. No! Why are you taking a touch? I literally pressed B. I pressed B to shoot first time, and Solomon takes the touch. That should have been 2-0. He's going to go to Neymar, who's going to have to force our keeper into a tip over the crossbar. Run out this game. Run out this game. How much stoppage time is it going to be? I'm just going to belt it. That's not the kick we wanted. No, that is not the kick we wanted. I held down X. Pass it backwards, JarradHD. Pass it backwards. Pass it backwards so they can blow the full-time whistle. You absolute idiot. Fulham are champions of Europe. Come on, lads. This is the blueprint. Let's go out and get it done in real life, Khan. Lads, I'm going to let you enjoy the title celebrations. I know I will, because this is a nice moment to see. If you enjoyed this rebuild, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. I'll see you for the next one very soon. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.